most familiar downtown area are two neighboring streets, Donald and Smith. Two unassuming names until you dig deeper and follow the path of their history. A history created by one of Winnipeg's most dynamic and fiery characters, Sir Donald Smith. Donald Smith was born on the northeast coast of Scotland in 1820. He was inspired by his mother's brother, John Stewart, who fanned young Donald's adventurous spirit with tales of the romantic and rugged life as a fur trader and explorer. Determined to play a role in the burgeoning New World, Donald Smith joined the Hudson's Bay Company in 1838, beginning as an apprentice clerk. For the next 20 years, Smith remained in various posts with the HBC while engaging in numerous other successful entrepreneurial pursuits. He arrived in Winnipeg in 1869 as an emissary of Sir John A. Macdonald's government. His task was to negotiate the entry of the vast Rupert's Land into Confederation and to help diffuse the tension growing between the government and a young upstart named Louis Riel. Riel opposed the land transfer and had tremendous support from the local Métis population. Smith was a skillful negotiator and used his influence as an HBC officer and bribes to attempt a peaceful settlement with Riel. Throughout the 1870s, Smith not only continued to be employed by the HBC and hold both provincial and federal political seats, he also became involved in the formation of several high-profile businesses in his adopted home of Manitoba. But it was his increasing interest in transportation that allowed Smith to really make his mark and his fortune. His name became linked to a proposed railway to the Pacific. By 1879, he had resigned his position with the HBC and in 1880 withdrew from politics to concentrate on his numerous private enterprises. He crossed swords with his successor at the Hudson's Bay Company, who felt Smith was working behind the scenes to ruin the reputation of the HBC in order to buy shares at drastically reduced rates. His allegation may have been true. Smith did acquire a substantial quantity of HBC stock over the next several years. By 1889, Smith was the principal shareholder in the company and was appointed governor. The young and ambitious apprentice had risen to the pinnacle of the Hudson's Bay Company, a feat which has never since been matched. Smith is featured in the photo which took place with the driving of the last spike of the Canadian Pacific Railway on November 7, 1885, in Craigellachie, BC. He provided not only financial, but moral support as the task seemed at times too overwhelming to complete. His dedication was rewarded with his immortalization in the famous photo and in two of Winnipeg's prominent downtown streets. An MLA, MP, shrewd businessman, banker, high commissioner, and military sponsor, Sir Donald Smith was all of these. But he'll probably be best remembered as the stovepipe hat-wearing, bearded gentleman who had the distinction and honor of driving the last spike. For Street Tales, I'm Denise Mayer.